Alright, Kingdom Hearts 2. Last we left off, we got to Christmas Town. Let's go look around and do shit. Lock, Shock, and Barrel. Excuse me. Thought it was Stock and Barrel. Showed up and were jerks. And it turns out the remix version of this game changes their costumes when you're in Christmas Town, which is pretty cool. It was not in the original, so that is new to me. How's it going, Kaimam, Yahan, Yukabom? Darkstar. No, I googled it. It wasn't. There's a picture of Sora in Halloween Town, the PS2. But he still has the Halloween costume on. I know, right? I came in and saw it. I was like, "There's." I feel like I would remember Snowman Donald.
It's over. Yeah.
This life. Thunder, he says. Jack leveled up. Oh boy. It seems like some of those the changes in the remix are fairly significant. It's not just an HD remaster. They added a good amount of stuff, which is cool. The gate's been rigged to prevent the slate from being stolen. I think it's Final Mix. I only ever played the release version of the game on PS2. Final Mix. Okay. So, did Final Mix come out for PS2 before the HD remaster for PS3 and PS4? Oh, that's kind of a Square knit tradition. Only in Japan, I see. Like the international version of Final Fantasy X, right? I think the tradition was release it in Japan, localize it for the West, and then release an international version in Japan with English voice acting and Japanese subtitles. At least for Square. What's up, Goof? Got some AP boosts. I can probably bump onto Sora. Sora to have all the things. Damage drive. Restores the drive gauge every time damage is taken. Yeah. I can see the benefit of that. So I'm not really using guard right now. Especially if I'm trying to grind out and level up them. Catch the kids, okay. Redevelopment, Thundaga trinket. I don't think it tells me if I already have something, does it? Okay, I don't. Energy materials. I really want to increase his XP as much as possible. So I might wait until I get more bright shards. Yeah, that's the right place to do it. I remember doing that when this game first came out. Real plan was to keep Europeans waiting as long as possible, so they were willing to tolerate the same games at 50 hertz. Are there still completely separate NTSC and PAL versions for games, or is that kind of a thing of the past? Yeah, I might pop through it later. Get my degenerate strategy on.
It's over.
Hey, Sornus, how you doing? It's my favoriteest word
forward to destroying that ridiculous Christmas town.
in the math
Now that
context.
Sora and those imbeciles are here, I think a change of plan is called for. Revenge before pleasure, after all.
What kind of revenge?
The magnificent, malevolent kind, of course.
Nice.
Sounds really bad.
Like Oogie's kind of bad.
And that's super duper bad.
Oogie Boogie? That bag of incensed insects?
That's the one.
How intriguing. And where might I find him?
Jack and his dumb, stupid friends destroyed him.
Ah, yes. Now I remember.
That was Sora,
More
Donald, and Goofy.
intriguing Still, I believe I'll bring your master back for you.
They did kind of blow Oogie Boogie, didn't they? Andrea did that recently when we got back from Vegas. She ended up taking Monday off. And she's really dependent on having a do-nothing day in the house, like an entire day to just veg and watch Netflix. So if she like does something on the weekend that denies her that day, it's really hard for her to go back to work. I'm doing all right. It's good to see you. Oh, is this a mushroom guy? I can't see. Perhaps it was, but I couldn't tell. There's still PAL versions of games. We get more universal release dates these days and less region locking, right?
Take this.
Don't think those are the mushroom guys.
Take this.
I was talking with Andrea, and she likes Propagable's idea for an April Fool's stream where Andrea pretends to be me and I pretend to be her. I don't think we'll do it on April Fool's proper because everybody will be working on a Monday. I'll probably do it that weekend, Saturday or Sunday. Alright, so they each have their own footprints. You're also physically sore, yeah.
I feel like a million bugs. I really owe you one for this, Maleficent.
Indeed you do, Oogie. Do you remember Sora, Donald, and Goofy?
Do I remember them? Ah, you're too much. I'll never forget what they did to me.
She said the
What
thing.
was it they did to me?
You got it.
Squashed you like a bug.
That sounds bad.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
helped.
Even worse.
Probably go
They
about 2
cleaned
hours.
That's right. That's right. That's one thing I won't be forgetting anytime soon. It's the last thing I remember. And it's the only thing I'll remember until I teach those clowns not to mess with Mr. Oogie Boogie.
Yes, that's right. That's the spirit. And I have the perfect plan already in mind.
Did she carry like a reverb box with her or something?
Have you ever heard of Christmas Town?
Mr. Oogie! Wake up! Wake up! We want to see how bad you are.
It seems he needs more time to recover.
So CE.
You three, stay here and keep Sora and the others occupied. My heartless will help you, but do not fail me.
There they are.
I know, right? I'm super dependent on circadian rhythm to wake up,
Tie 'em down!
and like having the sunrise an hour later is not nice for getting up in the morning. I guess he has different moves depending on... Oh shit, Wisdom Form doesn't really help me because it's a boss fight. I guess I can turn it on to do damage to it.
Thunder! Thunder!
Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Shoot him a bunch. Oh, he's invincible while he's eating one of them. Okay. I guess it's a way to make a boss fight against Lock, Shock, and Barrel. That's cool. Nothing else. Get down here. There you go.
This is it! Back off! It's over!
I don't know if that's deflectable. Well, maybe it is. I'm going to sleeping at least 8 hours and having trouble getting up before 10. That's Andrea. She really has to force herself every day. She's doing a lot better than when she was at the height of her depression, but... This is it.
It's over!
Ate all of them at the same time.
Take this! Thunder!
Does triggering Wisdom Form automatically recharge MP if it's on charge?
It's over! Yeah! This is it!
All farms do? Alright. I really did like the form gameplay in this. Cool concept.
Take this! Back off!
Hey, first try. Flash step. I don't know what that is. About to find out. Don't watch enough anime. I need to finish JoJo. I only watched the first couple seasons. Are there any JoJo video games? I guess I don't know what you would make it about.
Confound it, and now I've lost my way. Oh, this is utter foolishness. I should be getting ready for Christmas.
Is that you, Mr. Santa Claus?
Oh, Jim
Yes,
Jam.
but please call me Santa Claus.
Of course. Mr. Santa Claus, I was hoping I'd find you here. You see, it's very important that you go back to Christmas Town. I'm afraid something terrible is going to happen if you don't.
Fighting games, right on.
Well, I am behind on my preparations.
Hey, Game
All
Saucer.
right, tell Jack I'll be waiting for him at home. He had something to say to me about Christmas.
But that's just it. Please, go home and lock the door. And if Jack knocks, don't open it.
There. The large one in red.
All I gotta do is kidnap him?
That's right. Lock him up at once. Then begin destroying Christmas Town.
What's the
That's
plan here,
sure to
Maleficent?
make Sora and the other fools come running.
And then
Ah,
they're
okay.
all mine.
Yes. And in the meantime, I'll turn Santa Claus into Santa Heartless.
Are we done?
I really want to see Heartless Santa Claus. Was bad. You know they're doing a sequel to the Maleficent movie? Oh. Don't you know? Yeah, I haven't seen any of the live-action Disney movies. They feel icky to me. They triggered the same level of ick that the old direct-to-VHS sequels generated back in the day. Arcade only. JoJo Battle Royale. Sorry, I've already played the best Battle Royale game, and it's Tetris 99. The game is fucking incredible. Santa wouldn't bring me the gift I like if he turns heartless. Turn of Jafar was good. And I think a couple of the cartoons were alright. I think the Hercules cartoon was actually pretty good. It was the power of Reflect right there, I think. God, I really need to get a jackpot upgrade. Does a bajillion damage when it lands. I have to have it going before he starts casting, I guess. Yeah, kaboom. Very nice. Donald has healed me 3 times. I am incredibly impressed. My expectations could not be lower for him. And yet he seems to be doing his job. What game am I even playing right now? Alright, Sornus, what are you currently doing for your job? Guard piercing attack on a slightly distant target while keeping up your own guard. Oh. So I'd have to have guard active to do that. Do you have a good, commuting situation? I remember way back in the day, your job was like walking distance, right? Come on. Cast the spells. They'll make the peoples fall down. Hi, Ben. I haven't worked for Homeland Company. Awesome. It's really cool to hear.
Let's go.
You're the worst, you know that? Hi, Ben. He's sitting right on my lap on top of the controller right now. There's a Brightstone. Aw, Ben. You get cat cam and you're being cute? Did you sit long enough for it? He's so furry.
I've done a little redecorating. Wait, something's not quite right. I know
I would
what
take
it is.
less pay for
We just need
less
a
stressful
little more of
Sornus. I totally hear
boogie
that.
flair.
I do hope our jolly old friend is looking forward to becoming a heartless.
Aw, Ben. Sitting on the desk.
Clumsy oaf!
Ben is so hungry.
Are you
Meowing
still
in the back.
here? Why
That
don't
sounds
you
like
boogie
Marty.
on back where you came from? You're cramping my style.
Have you already forgotten who brought you back, you insolent bag of bugs?
Sorry, can't remember a thing.
Very well, you ingrate. You'll rue the day you spurned my help.
Rue it hard. Ben is the only cat I've ever seen who likes tummy rubs. Mm-hmm. He's so little. He's so furry.
That's Santa's house.
Thanks, Donald. Alright, Ben, the cutscene's almost over. I'm gonna have to stop petting you soon. Very sorry. God, his tail is wrapped around the analog stick. I'll try to pet you in between zone transitions, okay? Ooh. Ah, shit. Can't spam it. Ben just loves belly rubs for some reason. Most cats will, like, try to kill you. Aww. Thank goodness for auto-targeting. Sora does a pretty good job of getting close to the enemy if you just mash the X button while you're petting your cat. He's not in the main building. Probably save first. It's not heartless. He's purring. You're so cute sometimes, you know? Kind of makes me forget what an asshole you are. He's giving me a look, like, why aren't you petting me more? I'm playing a game, Ben.
Jack Skellington!
Oogie!
You and I have a score to settle, Jack. Same goes for your little sidekicks.
What are you planning to do with Sandy Claus?
Who? Sandy Claus? I don't know what you're talking about. And why is this roly-poly red guy here? Time to go, Grandpa!
Turn him into a heartless. Hey, sir, how you doing?
Mr. Santa Claus!
Just use your leg as a distraction. Good job, Santa Claus.
Why, you... Ah!
It seems bad. Oh god. That's a day off, alright. Nice. So sleepy. Use the presents to drop Oogie Boogie off the lift. Ready for some repeat voice lines. That's right, away you go. Hey. Whoa. That's right, away you go.
Hope you like the boogie gift I picked out for you. That's right, away you go.
That's right, away you go. Oh, he moved. Interesting. Looks like it's a bag of dog food, but I think it's just a mummy.
is it. It's over. This is it.
Alright, I wonder if I can juggle him indefinitely and skip some cycles there. Not that far left. Oh, move center, I see. Oh, that's a cool way to accelerate the difficulty in this level. First round is you pretty much just spam the presents. You moving, dude? Ah, shit.
Now you just try dodging this. That's right, away you go. I'll swap you.
Get onto the Hydra's back.
That's right, away you go.
Shit, I'm gonna die.
Now you just try dodging this.
I'll try.
That's right, away you go.
Don't you dare! Okay, I was gonna say, there's another round. I was about to be displeased. So Seymour just staying up, yeah. I hear you, sir. Every single time I've gone with just stay up, I've regretted it. Oh yeah, I could just do this. Feel a little tired at 2 and I get a second wind at like 3 a.m. Oh, bye Ben, it was very nice. So sleepy. Yeah, right.
All right, Christmas is safe again.
Donald doesn't fuck around, man. He crushed Oogie Boogie.
Perfect. I'd better get down to business.
Yup, you ought to stick to Halloween and spooky stuff.
Jack,
The episode where Bender is Santa, and the real Santa's like, won't you join my slaying tonight?
Wonderful.
Where I come up with that?
Why, I love it. Thank you, Sally.
Jack, do you really have to do this?
But I make a splendid Sandy Claus.
Listen here, Jack Skellington. You saved me in Christmas as well, and for that I'm very grateful. But please promise you won't cause any more trouble. And about that suit, don't even think about taking over for me again.
I just thought you could use a little help this year, Mr. Claus. You must be exhausted from all the preparations. And I wouldn't mind a second chance to get this Christmas thing right.
Yes, being Santa Claus can be tiring.
Do you think Jeffrey
But let me
Rush
tell you
believes in
something,
Santa
Jack.
Claus?
Seeing the happy faces of little children when they discover the presents I've brought them makes it all worthwhile.
Usually you do
Year after
2 levels in a
year
row
after year.
that both feature a character named Jack.
And you, Jack, you love to make them gasp and see them shiver with fright. What if someone tried to take all of that away from you? We both have very important jobs to do, Jack. Mine is to take care of Christmas, and yours is to take care of Halloween. so we each have to do the very best we can.
Do the thing that
After
you
all, you're the
were
face of
designed to do.
Halloween,
Never
Mr.
try
Jack
anything
Skellington,
else.
The Pumpkin King, the Knight of Nightmares.
Don't go outside of your comfort
Even though
zone.
you're fascinated with Christmas, Jack, Halloween is your true specialty. Don't you see? Children rely on both of us to do our jobs.
Stay in your
Halloween
lane,
needs your
Jack.
attention, and I know Christmas needs mine. Urgently.
You're right. I am the master of terror. And if Halloween has become too routine, all I have to do is think of something new that'll really make them scream.
Jack! Oh, Jack! I've been looking for you everywhere. We must go over the plans for next Halloween. I can't do a thing without your approval.
So true.
It's kind of wild how good Nightmare Before Christmas is in terms of like
Good luck, Jack Skellington.
Disney movies based on original material. So what do we got? We got Lilo and Stitch,
there he goes.
Nightmare Before Christmas,
Yes, and I've got lots of names to check and
which is really
preparations
almost
to
more of
finish.
a Tim Burton joint than it is a Disney joint.
Whoa! Jack, this is no time for joking.
What's this? Perhaps a bit too festive for our Halloween needs.
Yeah, I remember being super surprised that Nightmare Before Christmas was in the first game. They'd publish it but wouldn't put their name on it.
We better get going.
Before you do, Sora, I believe there's a friend of yours.
Touchstone.
Who, if I
Sounds right.
recall correctly, was the one who told you there's no such thing as Santa Claus?
Oh, yeah. He did say that.
Be sure to give him my very best wishes.
I will, but... Do you know where I can find Riku?
No, but don't give up. Remember, if you believe in Riku, you will find him.
Thanks,
Just
Santa.
as you found me.
Right.
Isn't it marginal at your age, Sora? First movie sends a message, accept who you are and be happy with your lot in life. Chase your dreams, you're not bound by the fate you were given. I feel like accept who you are. Those are like two pretty fundamental like kids movie messages that are diametrically opposed that you see all over the place. Oh, it's the cool city from the FMV from the end of Kingdom Hearts 1 that they totally knew what they were doing with and completely had a plan for. I know, right? It's just there. Well, the reality is, they decided to do a cool cutscene at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, the 100% of the game, that was just nuts. They had no idea what they were doing with it, just like it just looked cool, it was very anime and rad.
Maybe waiting isn't good enough.
I assume the rad Kingdom Hearts 2 cutscene
If you have a dream, don't wait. Act.
is not at all what Kingdom Hearts 3 is like, with like all the
Memorized.
Keyblade Warriors.
Who are you?
Axel. I happen to be an acquaintance of Sora's. Why don't we go see him?
Sora?
Widow. Oh, bird by sleep. Right on.
We've got something in common, Kyrie. You and I both miss someone we care about. Hey, I feel like we're friends already.
How long is Birth by Sleep?
You're not acting very friendly.
I think we'll do that one next, after Kingdom Hearts 2. Well, before Kingdom Hearts is realized. Yeah, I get the sense that the Organization 13 shit was stuff that was like weird-ass high school fan fiction his whole life. And he didn't really feel like he could get away with injecting it into Kingdom Hearts 1. Which is more or less straightforward. It's weird and self-indulgent, but...
Huh?
Actually, that thing I was complaining about, well, no, maybe not necessarily complaining about, but trying to characterize, the notion when you play an indie game that it has this kooky cast of random characters that don't feel like they've earned their character arcs or the audience's appreciation for them. You see it almost exclusively in indie games, but the Organization 13 folks definitely feel like that. And I see how communities get super into it. They glob onto it and they try to live inside the creator's brain and get it and be like, oh, Axel's so great. But it's funny that it's coming from this Nomura guy that's making these AAA titles and not some random indie dev. Like Sexy Brutal or Iconoclast or the like. Oh, I forgot about this world. Rad. I think we'll go do Agrabah first.
Yep, I can see it. It's back again.
Oh man, the new episode is out. Alright, we'll just get that over with. Then we'll go to Twilight Town, maybe. $29. So it's comparable to a full title then. They're all about like 30 hours long. Alright. I hate my life, but I have to do this to beat the game, I think. Let's move it with the power of music. Alright, well, at least they did get some original music. I forgot that there wasn't any. I thought it was all made for the game bullshit.
Ariel!
We'd like you to come with us, Ariel.
Short game you have to play 3 times,
We got something
I see.
to show you.
Dream drop distance is 4 and Kingdom Hearts 3 is actually 5. Dream drop distance is similarly important. That one's is a game, not a game, series of cutscenes, something. I can't keep track of it.
Cool statue, huh?
Looks like some kind of prince.
I played 358 over 2 days.
A prince?
Got like 70% of the way through it, and that felt like it was an unnecessary side story. It's a game and it's important. 5 or more excellence in a row. Alright, I gotta get used to the delay with this controller again.
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat?
Shit.
Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has
A little bit later.
everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold?
Oh, it gives it to me if it was 2 on the screen at the same time? That seems...
Sure, she's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's it's and what's it's galore.
You want thingamabobs?
I got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want
Oh, there's 3 digits in the target too, right?
I wanna be where the people are. I wanna see them dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them? Oh, feet. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they steal the sun.
I learned from Lindsay Ellis that this song is called the I Want song, and like every single Disney protagonist does one. Do something to make this world less excruciating. Alright. We don't want to do swimming animations, but like Little Mermaid is peak golden age. Can't not include it. I guess they got away with not including Peter Pan because of the estate. Or no, the estate was bitchy about
You 3 stay out of it.
talking?
Tarzan. Edgar Rice Burroughs.
What am I going to do?
Really? That's funny. Lindsay Ellis was right. She also said in the video about the Beauty and the Beast remake that like the current president of Disney requires that almost every movie have some sort of meta commentary on the brand, which obviously you can see in Frozen and Moana, all of the live action remakes. Water levels just suck. I think ice levels are fine. I can't think of any really bad ice levels. I think of lots of really bad water levels. Yeah. Ice physics generally don't, like, completely change the core gameplay loop. And there's not a problem with changing the core gameplay loop, it's just that often you haven't devoted as much time and polish to the underwater controls as you have to the rest of the game. Does the gym have, like, an ice block puzzle that's brutal? Come back when you've learned some other shit. The drive gauge needs to be 5 or more, which maps to me being able to read music, I guess. Okay. Timed underwater stealth escort missions. What else can you append to that to make it awful? Save or die QTEs in the middle of it.
Help! The Sandlot! It's Cypher! Somebody please help us!
Sounds like we've got trouble.
Closest you can get to a non-flashback for the average gamer. I don't know how I feel about their choice for Vivi's voice, although I'm glad they pronounced it Cypher. God. Speaking of non-clinical PTSD, coming back to Twilight Town. You get seen once, you start over. So not just stealth, you go back to the beginning. Every time you successfully get past a stealth section, you have to do a save or die QTE. Yeah, it's an auto scroller too. There you go. I guess most gamers don't give a shit about auto scrollers, but it's like that penultimate level in Echo the Dolphin. Welcome to the Machine, I think it was called. It's like a 5-minute auto scroller where the most likely way that you'll die is by getting crushed against the level. Because it doesn't scroll in the same direction the whole time. So the only way to beat it is to just memorize the whole level. And in the original Genesis release of the game, the final boss was after that 5-minute auto scroller, and if you died to it, you went back to Welcome to the Machine. Thanks. Good looking out, Donald. Alright, well, I can get Valor form upgrades on these dudes, so may as well go for it.
It's over. It's over. Yeah.
I think a lot of people's frustration with auto-scrollers is the inability to optimize. There's a set amount of time you're going to have to spend doing it, you know? Oh, I can't cast magic in Valor form, I guess that makes sense. Draw, huh? Sure. This is a fun brand of nobody. Sword guys have become invincible. Oh, there you go. To your underwater level, there's also like an invincible enemy that stalks you the entire time. You get stun locked, you get stun locked. Thanks, Donald. You really on top of your shit this game, Donald. I'm really impressed. Gotta give you your necessary snaps. Clips? That makes them quite a bit easier if you use that, I guess. That's in prison. Pretty sure that's against the Geneva Conventions. It would be fun if somebody as a challenge tried to make a game like that and make it actually good somehow. Like the Buffy episode where like everyone was saying, "You're so good at making good dialogue." He's like, "Fuck you, I'll make a good episode where nobody talks."
Impressive. By the way, have you seen a man named Axel?
Yes, too much of him.
I expect he's here somewhere.
Probably.
Like I care.
You see, Axel's no longer acting in our best interest.
Is he with the organization too?
anytime.
Not a very
Doc-
organized organization.
Whenever Goofy asks a question about
Don't
Tetsuya
let your
Nomura
guard
fanfiction,
down. Axel will stop at nothing to turn you into a heartless.
Gee, thanks for looking out for us, mister. But I'm sure we can take care of ourselves just fine.
Glad to hear it. Axel aside, it would break our hearts to hear something happen to you.
Hearts? You don't have any hearts.
True, we don't have hearts. But we remember what it was like. That's what makes us special.
okay.
What do you mean?
It's like they take
We
off their hood
know
and you're supposed to be
very
like,
well how
whoa,
to
look at that
injure a
guy.
heart.
He's got an X scar.
Sora, you just keep
Excuse
on
me, a
fighting
Kai
those
scar.
heartless.
Let's jump in after him.
How come?
I'm not sure, but maybe he'll lead us to the organization's world.
Don't be
So
reckless.
it'd be one thing if he took his hood off
Do
and it
you
was
want
like
to end up
Kefka
like
or
Riku?
something, right?
What? Hey! Wait! What did he mean? End up like Riku?
Hey, how about you get out of my town now? You've caused enough trouble.
Riku.
Have it your way. Come on, guys.
They're just really dumb. It's just,
Make up your mind.
they're
This
out of
goes to the
nowhere,
strongest guy in Twilight Town.
but they're treated with the gravitas as though I'm supposed to know who they are
Thanks,
and care
but-
about them.
We don't really need it.
So I'm more grumpy about the fact that they're doing the classic, like, shot. Like the, you should know who this is, and it's a surprise when he reveals from the cloak.
Sora!
Like you'll see in sequels to movies where
Thanks, right?
they'll
Do you know a
wait to
girl
show you
named
the actor's
Kairi?
face because you already know that
Kairi?
this is Harry
I
Potter
sure do.
or whoever.
Then you better come to the
Build some
station.
tension. So, it didn't have to be the Final Fantasy villains, but if they're gonna do this big build-up, it would have been nice if they actually were someone we cared about. Hey, thanks, Leon.
You're super awesome. Thanks, appreciate that.
Shouldn't fight those, they're too hard. If I recall correctly, I mean, I only played Chain of Memories back when it came out, but I think Chain of Memories did the same thing, where you would, like, run into one of these organization characters, and they would reveal their hood and be like, whoa, and then you'd fight them, but, like, you never really learned anything about them. They had maybe 2 or 3 lines of dialogue apiece. I don't know, it just doesn't feel earned. It's the best way I can put it. Yeah. And I think most of the ones you encounter in that game are the ones you kill in Chain of Memories, and so don't encounter in this one, right? Maybe a couple exceptions. I think you maybe ran into Axel in Chain of Memories. That guy was some Organization 13 rando. I'm gonna borrow Sornus's terminology and refer to anything Organization 13 related as the Nomura High School fanfic. You may have seen them at some point, like there may have been a scene in Chain of Memories where they're all sitting at their thrones or something. Axel is fine. I think he actually has a significant role in Chain of Memories, if I recall correctly. He talks a decent amount. It would be like if you watched a movie for a new IP that was starring a nobody actor, and they shot it like that, and they do the classic opening shot where you keep seeing the character like from the torso down, and they do a slow reveal to the face. Sometimes they'll do that when they have a big name actor, and it's kind of eye-rolly, like, yeah, okay, I get it, that's Kevin Spacey, thanks. Axel could have been Reno. Yeah. 358 divided over 2 was after Kingdom Hearts 2, that's right. That's a good point, yeah. I didn't watch Clone Wars either. Like, Grievous is like that, isn't he? They do some Kai shit later on, apparently. With the Kai Blade. Pronounced K-Y-E because K-Y-E kind of looks like key. That was on purpose. Whoa. Go to the station. Don't remember where that was. Apparently don't have the pain of this place locked too hard in my brain. So the X blade is the key blade? Golly. Golly goodness gosh. You probably told me that before, but I may have erased it from my mind. Yeah, LaTeX is the same thing. The X stands for Kai. Don't pronounce it LaTeX.
Hey! Hey, so how do you guys know Kyrie?
She just showed up with a dog. We don't know or care.
Kyrie was really here?
Yeah. And she said she was looking for you.
Tell me where she is.
Well...
What a romantic story.
If you stick around, Sora's bound to show up.
Yeah, he said he's coming back.
Okay.
What took you so long, Kyrie?
Oh, Jimmy
Somehow,
Jams.
I just knew you'd be here. I tell you, Kyrie, you've got a lot of guts jumping right into the darkness like that.
I mean, Pluto is like a Darkmancer or something. He is named for the god of the underworld.
Let go of me! Let go!
Well, shit. Way to be useless, everyone. Yeah.
Kyrie.
You think it
Sorry, you don't give a shit about Kyrie.
Sorry.
You are thoroughly shipped to
it's
Riku
not
in
your
this game.
fault. Come on, cheer up. Like I can even say that. I gotta help Kyrie. That was close.
Even these are like, are they doing the 4 crystals? No, they're not. I guess I got sold in Kingdom Hearts with the Final Fantasy connection, which I can understand why they wouldn't, like, double down on it. So I bet most people that play Kingdom Hearts, because of the Disney connection, were like, who are these spiky-haired losers? Marvelous. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, Roxas.
Sora, are you okay?
Huh? What?
You'd think that would be the case. Okay, it's reasonable for them to ditch the Final Fantasy stuff because people don't know what it is, and then they have all this Nomura high school fanfic shit. I know, right? That would have been fine too, Yukiko. If they were like other villains or side characters. Even if the organization was like characters from games that they didn't want to represent. Or the nobodies of Disney characters I also would have been fine with. The Goofy nobody, the Donald nobody.
What just happened? A new road is open, and Kairi and Riku are waiting somewhere along it.
You'd better hurry then.
You coming back?
Promise.
It seems like a lot of the Disney worlds are too discreet. Like the magic of this setting, I think, a big part of what makes it cool is the whole crossover element, but they try to like limit the crossing over as much as possible. That's funny too, because I feel like the Disney worlds are the core content, but I can see how it's presented like they're the filler.
You so desired. I told the young Sora to keep defeating the Heartless.
Good.
If these seats make sense, if you can teleport.
Have you the power to inflict pain, you also have the power to plant seeds of doubt in one's receptive heart.
That is not Billy Zane.
Sora will soon begin to doubt himself.
Final Nexus, Final Nicky.
To hesitate. And that hesitation will turn to anger. That anger will fuel him to get rid of his apprehension and move forward. He will pave the way for the future we desire.
There's something I've meant to ask.
About Axel, the poor fool. How long will he keep chasing the illusion of friendship when he himself lacks emotion? Trying so hard to retrieve what he has lost when it may never have existed in the first place. He deserves nothing more than our pity.
Oh no, I was super into it too. Let's see, was this 14 years ago? So I was like 15, 16? How old am I? Let's go the other way.
The King, Riku, and now I've
17,
lost
18.
again too.
Yeah, it was 2005 was the year I graduated high school. So I was a senior, so I'd have been 17, 18. Anyway, when I played this, I wasn't, like, rolling my eyes at it. I was still in the mode of, like, being, oh my god, this is so, what's the word? Obtuse. It's so impossible to understand. It must be awesome.
Donald's right, you know. Why, you're the key that connects everything.
The reason I don't get it is because it's cooler than I am.
Gorge, I didn't mean that. Just do what comes natural to you, and we're sure to find them.
This game came out before... Oh, it had to have come out before Metal Gear Solid 4. That was the game that broke me. Where I was like, wait a minute. This might actually just be dumb.
Thanks, guys.
Oh no! Hollow Bastion! It's all covered in darkness! You're right, Chipper. I wonder what's going on.
Did you exert, like, extra effort external to the game to get it? Did you, like, participate in forums and... Because I certainly did a lot of that. But I only played this game once. That makes sense, Saki. Really? Last time you saw part of Lord of the Rings, you didn't get it. It was creepy. Oh, we're gonna get Fantasy 10 too, aren't we? I don't know if it happens here.
Do you think?
Looks like there's more Heartless now.
Let's go check in with everyone.
I think they're at Merlin's.
It's like soap opera, maybe? Like, soap opera stories aren't necessarily bad. They're just like completely character driven. Like the specifics of the plot don't matter and the consistency of the world don't matter. Like, it's all about who these characters are, what their relationships are to each other, what they feel for each other. It's like, you know, WWE wrestling, that sort of thing. The actual events, it doesn't matter. If you get kidnapped by Congo Jack and his diamond mines in Africa, like, that's just Tuesday.
Oh, Cloud!
What's up, Cloud?
What you doing?
I'll get him. This time, we settle it. Me and
Coming
the
of
one who
age, power,
embodies all the
friendship.
darkness in me.
I thought you looked kinda different, Cloud.
Now he looks like his advent children.
If I do,
He's got a different voice
it's his
actor.
fault.
Whose?
Sephiroth. Tell me if you see him.
Okay, what's he look like?
Silver hair. Carries a long sword.
If I do, it's his fault.
Well, be seeing you, Cloud.
I dug his Vincent
Be
costume
careful.
better.
He messes with your head. Makes you think darkness is the only way.
Is something wrong?
Is that Sephiroth's deal?
It's nothing. I don't want you involved.
Do you think the light will beat the darkness? No, I think the darkness will beat the light.
You mean you don't want me there when you go away again?
Listen. Even if I go far away, I'll come back.
Do you mean it?
Yeah.
I think Zipper Opera applies
Don't
to
look so sure.
the entire scope of
Well,
Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, I understand.
Including, like,
get
there's
things
Zipper
settled.
Opera and Kingdom Hearts 1.
No matter how far away you are, once you find your light, I'm sure it will lead you back here again. Right?
Mia Savari, I think they got, instead of
So I'll
whoever
stay
played
here.
Aeris in the first game.
And I'll cheer for you. Okay, Cloud?
Okay.
It's very even. Mandy Moore, that's right.
Wonder if he'll be okay.
He'll be fine. I'm sure there's some light in him somewhere.
You're right.
It's like when they gave the voice direction to Mia Savari for Aeris in this game, they just like showed her a graph that was a straight horizontal line. Do this. I'm sure she's a fine voice actress. Anyway, I was gonna say, Zipper Opera exists in the whole series and exists in Kingdom Hearts 1. The Organization 13 stuff that's just like totally independent of the Disney narrative, independent of Sora, the weird shit with Roxas. Hi, Ben. I think Roxas et al., like all of them are completely separated from the rest of the lore. Like you could cut out Disney and you could cut out Sora other than the event where he gets his heart taken out, and you have an entire like self-consistent plot featuring the Zipper people, right? Hey Ben, welcome back. They did. Fair enough. I'm trying to think of like a movie or another video game that did something similar. I guess maybe like Die Hard 3, where it's like, this is a different movie that we couldn't get made, so we skinned Die Hard on top of it. But even that, the skinning effort feels like it went well. Hmm. Hi, Ben. He's so little. Aw. You're a cutie pie, Ben. I might have a nastier than his fair opinion of Nomura because I kind of blame him for the direction that Final Fantasy took after Sakaguchi left. I blame him for my absent father figure. It's not his fault. He probably didn't ask to be the guy running the franchise. We went from getting a Final Fantasy game every year to every couple years, maybe. Once a decade now. Because he's incapable of finishing a project. Right, like we were talking earlier, once you start going for that high fidelity of graphics, like you can no longer put out a game as quickly. Like 7, 8, and 9 came out pretty fast back to back. There was a short gap before 10. I guess Nomura being at the helm just exacerbates the problem. He, in particular, struggles to finish games. And also it's harder to make games. The entire Soulsborne series came out during the development of 15. That's a good point. Isn't 15 going to be a PS3 game? I guess that happened with Persona as well. Huh. I had to go this way. Maybe not yet. I'm so sleepy. Fabula Nova Crystallis. Well, I think it's more than fair because it's describing his inability to finish the project, right? Requiring it to be started from scratch. Not every dev and creator and designer out there has that problem. Persona still got the PS3 version. I still need to play 13, the 13 series on stream. That'll be completely blind for me. I've heard it's better than I've heard. I started to play 15, and I guess 15 gets good eventually, but I was really turned off by the beginning of it. It had that indie, there's an anime that exists that you haven't watched that introduces all these characters. And we're going to pretend like you're already invested in them, even though it's not possible for you to be invested in them. Although I guess in the case of 15, there actually was an anime and a movie, so maybe I should watch that if we go to play 15 at some point. 13 Trilogy is good. I had a bad first impression of 13. I think I rented it, played the first couple hours, was like assailed by weird proper nouns with apostrophes in them and was like, this is bad. I liked 12 plenty when I played it, but I don't remember any of the plot of 12. Bosch is important. There are espers. Yeah. I'm generally super grossed out when it comes to mixed media and continuity. I don't mind if it's like a side story or a prequel or establishing some lore, but like even like Mass Effect, one of my favorite settings, did this, where they put a bunch of really important story into comics that they released. So when you do the Liara DLC in Mass Effect 2, you're like, who the hell are these characters and why should I give a shit about them? You're very cute, Ben. Your breath smells like cat food. Equip that with Keeper. I'm thinking about it. You're done. Let's see, I might stop back at Disney Castle and try to pump forms for a little bit. I don't want to spend more than like 20 minutes on that, though. I beat 12 with... I have no memory of it. I remember fighting some of the espers early by making the game effectively turn-based. By like doing the constant pausing and feeling that was really fun. Because I like took a week off of work and played it back to back straight, like all waking hours of the day for a long time until I finished it, and then never touched it again. I remember one endgame twist involving a traditional Final Fantasy character that I thought was pretty neat. That was about it. Go to Merlin's house, okay. So I passed it. So sleepy, Ben. Play it 2/3 through, wait, come back and play it from scratch now that you know what you're doing. I've done that with a couple games. Merlin's house is this one up here? Hey, first try. He's so purry. Hey, it's Sid. He doesn't have a cigarette. Cloud, you're not wearing the same costume. If it's anyone's fault, it's Sephiroth's. What? Sephiroth made you change your clothes? I need to do poo stuff right now. So I think I went over there too early. Confirm that's what they're sending me here.
Excuse me, are you with the Restoration Committee?
We did get Yuna's voice actress. Sounds like her anyway. Hetty Burris, I think?
What's Leon's gang up to?
They've got stuff to do over by the castle postern.
This was an odd choice.
Huh?
Let's report. Our leader, of course.
Yeah, you know.
Don't mind her. I assure you, we come in peace.
You're kidding.
Problem? Okay, fine. You do the talking.
Pain. It wouldn't be reasonable to make Lulu into a J-pop star, but we really wanted to do it. The character. Pain is... We have some restraint, the character.
Let's go! Thunder!
We should do 10-2 on stream. I 100%ed that game, but I also remember nothing from it. I don't think that's a time since playing it so much as a, like, trying to erase it from my memory. The combat was so good, though. Ugh. How does that even happen? I was going the right way, I should have stopped and... God, I just wish it wasn't... It would be fine if it just wasn't set in Spira with new characters. I think that 10-2 is the best argument for ATB. ATB is pretty dumb outside of that game. Or like Chrono Trigger maybe is comparably good. 10-3 would have happened. How would an additional sequel help Saki? I think you mentioned the radio play was helpful. Inspiration for the paradigm shift thing in 13. Think of other sequels that have such a completely wild tone shift. I guess Escape from LA, Gremlins 2. Although Gremlins 2 is kind of its own beast, it's just like a parody of the film industry. The other ones I can think of are all more or less self-aware. Maybe some of the direct-to-VHS Disney sequels like Beauty and the Beast 2. Oh, I see. I didn't realize that the tone is going to be based on the audio novel. People will be like, let's go back to 10-2, please. What was it supposed to be like, Aki? I don't mind the spoiler. I don't think I'll ever interface with that. Yay, Mickey! Sora's perpetually bummed that he doesn't get to hang out with Riku in this game. He doesn't see the Kyrie situation as at all urgent. Descended into complete hopelessness. Well, that sounds amazing. That's kind of the theme of Final Fantasy X. A theme of Final Fantasy X.
Okay.
Darkness beat the light then. False hope, making your own way in 10. 10-3 just seem more along the lines of nothing can be salvaged from this. The thing I really liked about the 10 narrative is the whole, this is the way we do things, this is tradition, and it's just good enough to give us a small amount of solace, and the whole like iconoclastic thing of let's override that. Fuck tradition, you know? Which is actually kind of surprising coming from a Japanese writer. It's coming out on Switch next month? Oh, you could get it for Andrea. Should be pumped. Oh shit. Wrong button. That's fine. Yeah, that whole leading into 7 thing was a little... We were raising my eyebrow at that. It must have been 10-2 and Metal Gear Solid 4 that broke me finally. That made me cynical Stan from that one episode of South Park where like everything he sees is shit. I couldn't just enjoy stuff as like a child anymore. I had to be unnecessarily critical. It's a bummer too, because I've had some like stories, movies, games that I played in the right context that I had a really strong emotional reaction to. And if I had played it in a slightly different context, I might not have had that emotional reaction. And I probably feel better about those games and enjoy them more. Like Snake Eater is a game that I happened to play in the right state, where I wasn't coming at it super critical. I was kind of pumped about it, so I really like bought into the emotional buy of the story. But I could see someone watching Snake Eater 10 years later and be like, why do you think this is so rad? This is goofy. Like,
yeah. Huh.
Dark Crystal.
Yeah. It's over. It's over.
I happened to watch Force Awakens in theaters on like release day with a really non-critical eye. I was coming at it from like, I really liked Star Wars growing up, and the prequels kind of ruined it, and it kind of bums me out how bad the prequels are. Nobody really gets how to just do good Star Wars. So when I came out of the theater, like I had an emotional reaction to that film. But now, after everyone has thoroughly dissected Force Awakens and complained enough about the cash grab elements and the safe Disney screenwriting elements and stuff, like I've let public opinion affect my emotional response to that film, you know? And I wasn't able to go in with that kind of perspective in The Last Jedi. I had become jaded and cynical about it. I wonder if staving off cynicism is like another element of media appreciation. Like we talk about, you know, uncollapsed narrative wave functions, the story's more interesting at the beginning when it can go in any direction versus the end of the story when it, you know, only has a few ways it can go. And that's probably more personality specific. I imagine some people are more resilient to cynicism. I think that there are things you can learn about the creative process, like cinematography, for example, or methods of storytelling, that it creates value to understand it, to have mastery over it, but it reduces your maximum enjoyment of an otherwise mediocre or bad product, you know? Like, oh, it's cool that I get the right way to construct a narrative, the 3-act structure from film. But if a movie violates that, if I didn't know about the 3-act structure, I might just be like, that was a fun movie. But now I'm like, that was so stupid. Suicide Squad sucks, you know. They didn't earn those characters at all, and the plot made no sense, and there were a bunch of plants that didn't pay off later. Rob. The other door. I did get lost in here as they were expecting. This hallway is suddenly very nice. Sorry. Oh god, right. This.
Handsome.
He wasn't actually handsome, guys.
Gorge, I guess this must be his room.
Master King!
Hello?
Hey, you! I'm looking for somebody. Have any of you seen a guy with spiky hair?
Tifa wasn't in Kingdom Hearts 1, was she?
Spikier. I'll just take a look around.
In the arena?
Sorry to bother you.
No bother, ma'am.
Have you seen anyone with a face? Seen anyone with zippers on their shoes?
So you made it.
Leon!
Hey, it's not David Boreanaz. Lightning Stone and Mithril Crystal, Mithril Gem and Bright Stone. Okay. Draw. Oh, hey. Yes, please. Santetsuken? Oh, shit. Dodge roll level 1. I want that very badly. Do I have that automatically? Or do I have to, like, level up that form to be able to equip it outside of it? Hockey, nice. The level form up to 3. Alright, those passives are pretty necessary, though. I'm gonna go try to do them. How do you level limit form? I guess this one can't level up yet. Each limit command and finishing move. Oof. We're almost up to level 3 Valor, or Wisdom. That's pretty cool. I do still like these games. I bitch constantly about them, but I do enjoy Kingdom Hearts. It's the same as
This is it.
Metal Gear.
Where's Kyrie?
And this one's not like, the story's not fundamentally broken like it is in MGS4 or Peace Walker or MGS5.
Easy. You want to break it?
Oh, I forgot about this.
Oh, sorry. Guess I got a little carried away.
Wow!
Huh?
Wow!
Attention current user. This is a warning. Further misuse of this terminal will result in immediate defensive action.
Percussive inquiry.
Who's there?
I am the Master Control Program. I oversee this system.
This was a
Where
cool
are
surprise
you?
for me too. I didn't know this was be in the game.
Donald!
I'm sorry.
Decision gate breached. You are now under arrest.
Arrest?
Lilo and Stitch is the best Disney movie that's not called Emperor's New Groove.
Run!
What do the kids say these days? Don't at me? This was super cool. I really like this. Especially since when this game came out, Tron was 20 years old? Had not gotten a sequel or anything? Yeah, me too. I really like the style of it and everything. It's rad. Space Paranoids. I think the arcade game was called Tron and Tron, wasn't it?
Go on, show him who's boss. Who are you?
I am Commander Sark.
A heartless commander?
And I'm not important enough to have a fully animated
Observe.
face. Got a Final Fantasy X flat face texture.
Okay, you're the boss. I get it.
Music here is pretty dope too. I've tried really hard to stay away from media about Kingdom Hearts 3, so hopefully there's at least one world surprise in that one. I keep wanting to speculate. The same speculation we were doing for years before it came out.
Man, what kind of world is this anyway?
You're inside a mainframe computer system.
A what system?
A computer system for processing data. This system is a copy of one created by a corporation called Encom. The original program was destroyed.
No Jeff Bridges
This
in
copy
this
was
one, though.
acquired by another user. The new user updated and customized the programs, renaming the system Hollow Bastion OS. He used the system for town maintenance and to advance his private research.
Ansem bought a video game and
My name is Tron.
hacked it to
I'm a
run his
security
town.
But now I'm under arrest. Same as you.
Did you guys get any of that?
Gorge, you know, maybe we should just introduce ourselves.
I'm Sora.
Ansem's the alpha nerd.
Tron. Well, I'm Goofy.
Christopher Lee, all he's gotta do is snap some necks, sing some death metal.
You'd better get out of here quickly.
It does,
Who knows
yes.
what the MCP will do to you?
We're open source education.
The Master Control Program. It controls the whole system. If you idle here, you will be derezzed.
Whoever they got to voice Tron
So, how do we get out of
is
here?
pretty good.
This terminal could have gotten you back to the user world. But the MCP cut the power 50 microcycles ago. If we could bring the energy core in the canyon online, we could power it back up. The problem is, we're stuck in this cell.
Don't worry, I got a key.
We're not going anywhere unless we unlock the energy fields.
Yeah, it's your review doesn't tell you anything? Right on. Using the keyblade in the computer is clever too. This whole section is rad. I think I have like no complaints about Tron World. I can finally shut up already about this game. Dark everything. Okay. Alright, we're finally at the point where I've got enough accessories that everybody is equipped. Just crafting them for XP at this point. I guess armor, I need lots of accessories still. Oh, I forgot about that, that's cool. Building up the clusters. It's cute.
Master Control, why not just derez Tron?
I still haven't located the password to the data space.
What about a logic probe? With all your processing power?
Out of the question. The current environment hampers the processing power needed for such an analysis.
Didn't Tron get screwed out of Oscar recognition because it used computers for special effects?
End of line.
Or is that another movie? Sure do. Man, the academy kind of sucks. You really gotta like beat the shit out of them to get them with the times, it seems like. I'm glad we don't really have a centralized academy-like gaming authority. I mean, we've got like the Game Awards, but I don't think anyone takes them as seriously. Yeah. It's pretty janky. You have to like you have to spend money and do an ad campaign to get stuff nominated. It's icky. I feel like Magnet was actually pretty good. It's been a while. I'll give it a try, I guess. Does Magnet like insta-kill weak enemies or something? I'm trying to remember why I remember it. Places, fallen party members. See how many of these puzzle pieces I have. Those are in the journal, right? Space paranoids. Gotta give it to Nomura. These games are, the UI is super polished. I think we mentioned that last session too, but like, make it really easy to tell which upgrades you don't have yet, you need to farm for. Which zones you should revisit. I like games that help you in the 100%ing process. Mass Effect 2 and Beyond is pretty good at that. Something like The Witcher does a pretty good job giving you UI help. Find the real parts.
This is it.
Oh, I see.
This is it. Yeah.
Cute custom minigames. I see. It's like a shell game, sort of. Woot. Sure. Don't you want to hear what it is first? Whoa.
So, what did you want us to do?
Find my user. He'll give you the password to access the DTD.
You bet!
So,
DTD is the name my user gave to the data space. Copies of all the original system programs are stored there, along with anything that's sensitive or restricted.
Is there stuff about the Heartless or Organization 13?
Most likely.
Creepy.
A number of my functions were appropriated when I last took on the MCP. That's why I need the password. If I can get inside the DTD, I can access my original backup program and restore all my functions. Then I'll be able to put this system back the way it was before the MCP got control and changed everything. The way it was supposed to be. A free system for you, the users.
Gee, Tron, ain't the MCP one of those programs too? Do you know who it was who made it?
Actually, I don't know.
okay, we'll just have to find your user and ask him. What's his name?
You mean you don't know? My user is the user of this system. Ansem the Wise.
Oh, shit. Not Jeff Bridges. Christopher Lee.
Looks like the MCP's onto us. I'll keep this terminal up and running. You better exit the system now.
Sure, but Tron, Ansem is...
We'll get you the password!
Okay, you're good to go. Hurry.
Illegal breaking and entering. In my Kingdom Hearts. I guess we had the key. It's too bad it didn't suck Squall in so we could see Tron Squall. Legal murdering, I guess. We didn't break and enter, we just entered. It's a different thing. Hi Valor, how's it going? And we explained the whole situation to Squall. Squall facepalm. Does she have like an apron? I didn't really pay close attention to her costume in Advent Children. I should see Advent Children again. I watched it once with my high friend when it came out. I just remember being really confused by the Sephiroth clones and thinking it was funny that they had her ringtone be the victory theme. It's a butt apron. I'm doing alright. How are you, Valor? We made a promise to Tron.
Excuse me?
The thing about Ansem not being evil is kind of planted in Kingdom Hearts 1, because like the Ansem reports all seem super reasonable, but the implication of the plot is that Ansem went nuts. Like, there's no way that they originally planned the boss of the first game to actually secretly be this other dude that took Ansem's name, right? Like... Thanks, Tifa. I don't know what you were doing there, but...
What's this doodle?
Hello. Man. Security. Tron. Door.
Looks like a diagram or something.
Door. Darkness.
Oh! D. T. D.
Do you think the light will beat the darkness? No, I think the darkness will beat the light.
Jesus Christ.
Look at this.
I'd laugh at the DTD thing. It's that whole English acronym, but it's totally appropriate for the Tron theming, right?
What do you know? But that still leaves the password.
Say, fellas, did somebody mention the door to darkness?
Door to darkness? I feel like this whole series is just an excuse for Nomura to get these 3 voice actors to say his lines in these ridiculous voices. God.
Long time no see.
That's cool, Valor. I've never 100%ed Final Mix. I played it, 100%ed it when it first came out, in the original version on the PS2.
You mentioned the door to darkness?
Oh, yes, sir. You see, we're looking for the secret password.
Password? Oh, I guess
Metal
you mean
Gear.
like a code. Well, the door to darkness can only be opened by the 7 princesses. There's Snow White, Jasmine, and Belle.
Of course.
What are you trying to do?
Oh,
With
I'll
that
get you.
password, we can get
I should make
access
that as
to
an alias
Ansom's
for it.
research data.
So that means you might be able to find out where he is.
The language of Chinese.
Black car. Stop joking around, Your Majesty. We already defeated Ansem. You know that.
Looks like I've got a lot of explaining to do.
Well, listening, Your Majesty.
Okay.
A man lore dump from
first I
Mickey
got a
Mouse.
Hey, isn't Tron
It is-
waiting for you guys?
Yes.
Don't worry,
Like,
I'm not
we
going
never get to
anywhere.
talk.
If those Heartless attack,
You better
I'll
not.
stand and fight with everybody here.
Yeah, we will too.
Then let's talk more later.
That's a promise.
I'll see you when you get back.
One more thing. Let me give your clothes some new powers. Thanks, Mickey. That makes sense. It's interesting that they decided to have the forms be like a feature of his clothes, and not something intrinsic to him or something. Wow, so you get limit form and master form back to back, huh? Interesting. Each small drive orb gives 1 point of experience. One big drive orb gives 3 points of experience. For each drive prize obtained in master form. So I get that experience whether I'm in master form or not, or only while I'm in master form. Oh, limit form is new to Final Mix. Wait, was... The dodge roll had to have been in Kingdom Hearts 2 before Final Mix, wasn't it? Only in master form, okay. Call forth Stitch, the ukulele charm. That's cool. There was no dodge roll in the original Kingdom Hearts 2. Huh. Right on. It's interesting when creators let an influence like that change the scope of the story. Like, the author of Hunger Games was clearly into fashion and managed to fit fashion into the main plot of that story, even though it kind of felt weird. But it was cool, I dug it. Like, I wouldn't have thought that would be something that we were going to spend so much time on, but right on. No, it's a great form, it's a pain to level. Maybe I'll do some form grinding off stream. Gurm's clearly into food. Yeah, that's another one. You probably think of some other ones. Right, he just spends so much time on detailed food descriptions other people don't care about. Well, you see it with, Tolkien was a language nerd. So lots of cool language and song discussions. Poems, that sort of thing.
Well, I didn't touch nothing.
Welcome to the game grid.
Game grid?
That's right. You've been chosen to play a few games. Lose and you will be subject to immediate de-resolution. Win? Well... no one wins.
We're not gonna play your games.
You have no choice.
Well then, get on with it.
Light cycle. Hey, I'm really glad they got this in the game. Attack, charge, guard. Shit. I'm holding left. Come on, game. Give it to me. Oh, that's the problem. Whoops. Everything hits harder in critical mode.
All right. It looks like we can escape through there.
That's the end of the light cycle sequence. Oh wait, no, here we go. Never mind. You hit the wall. And I died. Dragon. Critical difficulty to Kingdom Hearts 3 is an update? What was the timeline on final mixes coming out for games historically? Like, how long did it take for these to get a final mix of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2? Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's a setback. Alright, don't die next time. Now that I know the controls are not one to the wall 4 times in a row, I should be okay, but... Year and a half. I wonder if they're gonna do a final mix for... Well, knowing Nomura, they have to, right? We got a 2.8. Which doesn't include Kingdom Hearts 2. DLC would be nice. It's not greedy. It was right there! Shit. I did a light cycle thing in Dungeons and Dragons one time, where like everybody was on a platform, like all the party members were on their own little platforms that were racing in one direction. And the way I did it was that you move normally, but there were a bunch of like pillars on the screen, and every round, at the end of the round, all the pillars would move a certain number of fixed squares to one side to kind of simulate the fact that they're moving really fast along this path and had to dodge the pillars. It's pretty cool. You can get away with it because all the movement between the different enemies and the characters was relative anyway, right? So the idea is if your character was standing in the path of the pillars at the end of the round when they moved all the way across the screen, you get hit by them and take a bunch of damage. So all the enemies had like push and pull abilities to try to force you in the path of the pillars. I should do that again. It's a cool set piece.
I don't understand. Why are you here?
We came to give you the password.
Why didn't you just transmit the data?
Transmit?
Hey, are you okay?
I'll be all right once we access the DTD.
Door to Darkness. I guess getting Zantetsuken's in there is pretty cool. Unleash Zantetsuken by selecting attack while guarding. Footstep sound. Pretty great. I need to check with the Moogle really quick. Nope, not yet. Hello.
Gather.
I seem to have this memory of abusing Magnet. Maybe I'm just making that up though.
This is it. Gather.
It's abusable.
Gather. It's over.
Maybe because I think when I played this 15 years ago or 14 years ago, it was I was doing a physical build, so it was one of the better spells, better use of your MP if you were physical. Yeah. I was able to get some reflect spam off on the mage enemies in Halloween Town. It's only enemies with projectiles, right? Didn't even ask me how to spell any of those. Any kind of attack when you use reflect, it works? Oh. When we learned it and it said reflect element, it made me assume that. Try it. Please enjoy your game while the process is running. Thanks, Ansem. Just really looking out. Build a gauge and stop the monitors. Yeah, it just like blows them up, doesn't it? If you land a reflect, it's pretty much an insta-kill. Thanks, Donald. I'm really impressed with you today. Maybe my memories of Donald being useless are only from Kingdom Hearts 1. Maybe he's actually good in this game. Maybe it'll change later in boss fights. Lights. Hey. So, how does leveling up in this game work? You obviously get XP and level up normally, but isn't there also like a Chrono Cross style? Certain boss encounters give you a guaranteed level that have a fixed, like, release of stats and abilities, or am I making that up?
I'm as good as new. All my functions have been restored.
Is that a separate leveling track, or is it just when you complete this you're guaranteed to get a level up? Oh, you get abilities, so it's not a level up. Nice.
I have full access to the DTD.
I actually really like that.
My takeover of the system is now complete. I might have anticipated such a simple password. What's this? An emergency destruct program for the town. Let's see how it performs.
No.
Good job, guys.
Program, you changed the password.
Weak ass
That should
passwords.
buy us some time.
Tron!
Probably be
tell
a
us
pretty
what's
strong
going on.
password if it was just
The
like
MCP's
all those
loading a
names with a
hostile
space
program
between
at the
them.
IO tower.
What do we do?
We've got to protect the user town. Let's head to the tower.
I'm a big fan of the XKCD 3 English words separated by spaces password approach. Sounds like we shouldn't have opened something called the Door to Darkness. That sounds good. Let's do that. Auto charge. We need to open it. No, wait. Close it. So the Door to Darkness program is Kingdom Hearts, right? Because that door led to darkness. The door was light. But if you win, you get the boy, and I keep the mother. If he loses, you keep the pod. Didn't mean to do that. If Kingdom Hearts is light, then we split the winnings 50-50.
Running executable.
Well, that's too bad. Is that everybody?
Access approved.
Yeah, nice taunts, Tron. Way to go, bud. Oh, we gotta get draw on him, don't we? Still dumping them all on Sora for now. Is 99 the max AP in this game? Hope I don't exceed it from spending too many of them on Sora. You can go over 100? Okay, thanks. I'm on MP charge. Shit. Hey, quicker on level 2. Stun locking. This gives me some of the meter back. Tilt the left stick and push square to sprint rapidly. I guess you had this in lieu of a dodge roll, right? don't know if that's actually faster. Because the time it takes him to stop at the end of the move. Hey, another console. I think Tron World, a specific sequence involving a shitload of Heartless in Hollow Bastion, all the Roxas stuff. I think those are the three things that really stuck out to me in this game. Gaia bells.
Yeah.
Delete the enemy data. I think I got turned around there. Hold on. Right to the next room. I thought this was gonna be, maybe not.
Yeah.
So maybe we didn't kill all the enemies that were out here? Oh, okay, it's changing. I see. Oh, jam. Techno Heartless.
I'm disappointed in you, program. Why do you insist on allying with these selfish users?
Because I want to help them. Something written into my code commands me to do what is right.
Really? And what command would that be?
I can't really say for sure.
It's using you.
Friends, they help each other, that's all.
I love the user was the villain generally in Reboot. Reboot was such a good show. It had no business being so good. It was one of those stories that started out like goofy and then got serious and it like totally worked. I should not have done that.
Running executable.
There was virtually nothing in the reboot that was like other than the existence of Megabyte. It could have just been its own thing. It was like Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. Is there just going for brand recognition or something? I'm actually not super clear on what having clusters does. Oh, lets me freeze when it fills up. Okay, that's cool. And did it like take all the damage at once it came out of that state? Yeah, the user was like a force of nature, right? I don't think Reboot ever actually had a direct encounter with the user. Like, I mean, you run into them in all the games and stuff, but it was never a plot line to like have the user show up in the universe and say or do something. You are the worst, dude. Well, that was pointless. All the shit with Enzo, those seasons, after he gets sucked into the net, it was so rad. Okay, I guess I got him in a phase transition before, which is why I wasn't doing any damage to him.
Let's go.
The form's pretty cool looking.
Let's go. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Take this.
Okay. So the problem with that is I only get to do one during the form. That's interesting. So I won't have enough NP to do more than one. Any more of one, Sora? Oh, I see. Matrix. I don't know that Reboot actually ever finished its story, right? Like the whole premise was there was this this virus from the web that was way worse than megabyte or hexadecimal.
Running executable.
But I don't think we ever got to see it.
Access approved.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome. Those are just a really creative show. Had a lot of funny pop culture references. Like I think there was one where they played a game that was basically Evil Dead. But it was never like the reference. It wasn't like a, you know, we're just gonna do a reference for reference's sake, and that's gonna be the whole joke. Like it often drove the plot. Glorious puns. I should watch it again. I think it's on Netflix, the original Reboot. Glorious Canadian programming.
I really owe you one. With all my functions up and running, I think I've got a chance of getting system control away from the MCP. Now, I'd better get to work. It's what my user would want.
But Ansem would
But Ansem's a bad guy.
Listen, Tron. We didn't get the password from Ansem. We just sort of found it, back in the user world, by accident. And one more thing, Ansem, he was our enemy. I mean, he still is, I guess.
Yeah. We shut down, Shop Channel did.
He's my enemy, too.
What do you mean?
Ansem took Encom's original system and customized it for his own use. I was part of the original system, and Ansem modified me, too. So, that makes him my user. But Ansem is also the one who brought back the MCP. The Ansem I first knew wouldn't do that. I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
That's okay, but now I really don't get it.
Was it planned all along?
Understand it either. But I think users like you are going to be the ones who will finally figure it out. You have the ability to take illogical routes and still arrive at the answers you seek. Now go, before the MCP starts acting up again.
Got pretty good news from Donovan. The bank she works at, she said it was the best job she's ever had. It was acquired by a bigger bank last August. And ever since August, everyone in the bank has been under the assumption that their jobs would be forfeit. And about half the bank did get laid off, but Donovan did not get laid off. So bittersweet, but she does still have her job. It's very exciting. Corporate acquisitions below. That's how I lost the job where I was working with Kat for the longest time. Head back through the terminal. Is there stuff from the Wii Shop channel that is impossible to obtain now? Like,
can be accessed directly through my user's terminal. I'll keep a dedicated access channel open for you. I changed the
WiiWare games, are those
MCP
impossible to play now, or could you get them via an emulator or something?
Channel?
I knew you'd ask.
Metal Gear?
It's a very important link between our worlds. It's how we stay connected. You, my friends, are the new password.
Sora, Donald, Goofy?
Thanks, Tron. Take care.
That's significantly less secure than 7 names. Someone archived everything. Photon debugger. Still a bad password. Alright, because there's a couple of WiiWare games we'd probably end up playing on stream, like some of those weird Final Fantasy ones. I think that, like, Last Story was WiiWare. I just want to make sure that I'm able to get it in some way.
Well,
that's cute.
Look.
I like it.
Tron, hang in there.
Last Story was on
So,
disc? Okay.
Where do we start?
I know. Let's access the DTD.
I assume that there are ROMs for all of
King's
those.
checking the situation in town. He'll be
Dolphin's
back
a pretty
soon, so
robust
don't worry.
emulator.
Hey, look.
I think the
It's
Wii was
asking
pretty
for a
heavily
password.
hacked, too.
That's easy. It's
Sora!
Goofy.
That's to the point.
He really should have done it in the opposite order, because now everyone in the
That did
universe knows the password.
We're in. I have to go into town. Need to see what that last shakeup did.
You're not gonna check out the data? It wasn't exactly easy to get.
I'm coming right back. Hey, Sora. Why don't you get
DTD,
started unloading the
door
data
to
and copying it
darkness.
down? It's just a few keystrokes. Easy, right?
Okay.
Can you walk?
Hey, these things take time, okay? Whoa, it's doing something.
Huh? I think it wants to know what we want to know.
Riku and Kairi. No way. Even Ansem's computer doesn't know.
what you doing?
I thought I'd ask the computer if it can tell us about them nobodies.
Thanks, Goofy. Moving the plot forward, buddy. We're in the darkness. We're in the no ones.
What's this?
The data is corrupt.
What?
How about the organization? There!
The data is corrupt.
Stupid computer.
Sora!
Huh?
Who's this guy?
Well, I see you got things working.
Oh, Your Majesty.
Good going. The computer should tell us the things we need to know.
Who's the random angry
Keeps
Mickey?
on saying the data
Hush.
inside's all kerscuffled.
All we got is a picture of some guy we don't know.
Ansem the Wise.
What? I still don't get this, but okay.
Come on, are you teasing us again?
Did you forget what Ansem looked like, Your Majesty?
It's like
Of course I do. And this
sexy
is him. I'm
anime
positive.
Bishy villain from the first game was actually like his apprentice that stole his
Excuse
name.
me, could you come this way, please?
I guess we're about to find out. Yeah, that's a good point, Yuko. We're creeped out if it did know about
This
Riku and
is
Kairi.
Ansem. You know, the guy we all worked really hard to defeat.
Oh, that's right. I never finished explaining.
To give this lore dump to Mickey. I forgot about that.
Well, the man in the picture is definitely the one who tried to take over Kingdom Hearts. The one you fellas defeated. But what you actually fought was his Heartless. You see, he wasn't really Ansem. He just went around telling everybody that he was.
Okay. Sure.
You mean... What? We went through all that trouble to defeat an imposter?
Yup, a fake. But he still had to be stopped.
I can't believe it.
Oh, I'm kind of confused. If he's a fake, then what happened to the real Ansem?
Well, that's just what I'm trying to figure out.
Nice, Yuko.
Ansem
Is
the Wise
Khaleesi on
should
there
know
yet?
all about Organization 13's plans and what's been happening to the worlds. I'm pretty sure he'll give us some help. You know, I came close to finding him once.
Don't tell me there's more. I'm lost enough as it is.
Well, let's see. Some feller named Ansem, who wasn't really Ansem, became a Heartless. Does that mean a nobody got created when that happened too?
Yup. And that nobody is the leader of the organization.
What?
I know I've met this fake Ansem before, and I've seen the leader of Organization 13 too. Kind of felt like being around the same fella.
So, where did you meet this guy?
Gosh, I can't remember. Ansem the Wise, the real Ansem, must know the imposter's true identity. That's why I've got to find him and ask him about it.
You started all of this. Because of you, Riku and Kairi. Oh, Your Majesty, do you know where Riku is?
He's... I'm sorry. I can't help.
Curse you, painting.
Really, Your Majesty? Are you sure?
I'm sorry, Sora.
What about Kairi? Organization 13 might have kidnapped her.
Got that widow speak.
Oh, no! Sora, Donald, Goofy. I was planning to go get help from Ansem the Wise, but now I know I forgot the most important thing.
Friendship?
Helping others should always come before asking others for help. We're safe and sound and free to choose. So there's no reason we shouldn't choose to help our friends.
Did anyone play Epic, Mickey?
Let's look for Riku and Kairi together.
I heard it was a cooler idea than it was a game.
Outside! Sounds like we gotta start by helping out here.
Damn right, Mickey. Tell him. Wanted to save real quick before we go outside. The end of Half-Life 2, yeah, the big hallway. This might be the section I was thinking of. I remember being impressed. It does some PS2 shenanigans to make it look like there's way more enemies than there actually are. They did it earlier in Mulan's World too. I'd forgotten about that part. That was like the big standout sequence in my memory.
Hear me, my heartless. Attack the white husks. Sweep them away.
What are you?
It's like
we're never gonna win.
The Disney characters have dominion over the Heartless throughout the series, as far as I can tell.
Pathetic coward.
But the Nobodies are like this entirely separate story. The Maximum High School fanfic zipper opera. I guess it's nice that they keep them cordoned off from each other.
Turn your attention to Sora and his friends. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. White ones.
Let's go.
Complex motivations. Some just want to open the void.
Back off.
So is limit form a pain to level because you only get one, shoot, I can use my words here in a second. You only get one MP bar per form meter or something? To finish them. I guess it wouldn't be so bad if you could dismiss revert the form and keep whatever bar was remaining. Foil. Okay, I might ask. Because I don't know if I care as much about dodge roll if there's already that dash move, which is basically the same thing. I don't know if the roll has iframes and the dash doesn't or something. I think the main way to get around to the lake cave is like super glide though.
Where's Maleficent?
Looks like she ran away.
Well, that was pretty lame of her.
I guess we picked the wrong side.
Lame
I guess okay in this world would mean something else.
Right. I mean,
Minus 58 respect points for her.
am I wrong? So I figured she'd be okay with that.
Minus 58 respect points for her.
Treasureless wings or something.
Hey, if you're looking to pick sides, why don't you pick Leon's? They can always use help.
Does this Leon have any treasure?
Yeah, lots of stuff. Perfect.
Come on.
Who are you?
Oh, we're nothing worth mentioning.
Just 3 treasure fanatics.
Later, taters.
They're 3 different
Did Leon
characters.
really have any treasure?
They plugged into Spira. Swap garments, good. Pachi's crew.
We don't have time for you.
Yeah, we're in a hurry. Nobody's.
Whoa.
Oh shit. They brought him to the main story. Too bad it's not Lance Bass anymore.
Sora and Sephiroth.
Ain't Sephiroth the one who's supposed to be the dark part of Cloud's heart?
Did Cloud tell you that? Then he must understand now.
Just what are you gonna do to him?
Nothing. Cloud is the one who hungers for darkness.
He said he's got a score
Donald
to
and
settle
Gooby
with
say
you.
it's Sephiroth.
I see. He wants to meet me again. I see.
I see.
I see. Then I should give him.
I see. I see.
I see. That last bit of light is always the hardest to snuff out.
So I'm not sure I follow the Sephiroth is the darkness in Cloud's heart. Sephiroth is a actual clone of Jenova who went nutso and got killed by Cloud in the distant past. And then we never see, and his corpse got thrown into the life stream, which had a bunch of Jenova cells in it. This game is a thing for darkness and hearts. Doesn't have to make sense. I'm just trying to keep track. Like, I haven't played Dirge of Cerberus, and I don't remember what happened in Advent Children, so I don't know if the lore has changed. And also, I've probably played Final Fantasy VII like 10 times before I had any sense of what the fuck was going on in that game, because it's pretty puzzling, especially with the original localization. It was helpful to realize that you never fight Sephiroth in that game ever.
We'll help.
You fight Cthulhu Lady a lot. Fight or encounter, and you see him in the past. More clarification, the more than just and stuff, along with the planet. The only thing I didn't dig about the sequels is, like, it seemed pretty clear to me in the credits for Final Fantasy VII that, like, Holy wipes out mankind. The whole post-credits scene with Red 13. And then the sequels were like, yeah, no, never mind, that didn't happen. Hollander, Genesis, yeah. That shit was weird. I liked Crisis Core a lot. I was impressed and surprised with how good that game was, given that's almost totally Nomura joint. I mean, the extra lore with Genesis and Mingeal and stuff was pretty goofy, but like the core plotline with Zack was actually pretty great, and it resonated emotionally with me, despite being pretty silly. Yeah. We'll see what they do in the remake. I imagine since the remake is ground up that they're going to add a whole bunch of stuff tying into the sequels. If the remake ever gets released, which is unlikely. You guys are jerks, you know that? Yeah. ARPG Zipper Opera, yeah. The thing I'm most excited about seeing in the 7 remake is the traditional boss fights from FF7 reimagined in an ARPG style. Adaptation is one of my favorite things in video games and movies, TV shows, and stuff.
The King's in the Bailey. You better head over there.
I wonder how much of the original concept has been scrapped. I think it's a Tetsuya Nomura problem. Like, if he's not attached, they release games just fine, it seems like. I just can't believe he hasn't gotten fired for that, you know? He seems like he has a much bigger problem than Kojima ever had. That's true. You're right. I forgot about 1.0. Yeah, but then they got Yoshi P, and he fucking turned that shit around in a year. Basically remade the entire game. Let creative power had too much control. 1.0 also was released quickly. Like, it didn't spend a really long time in development, it was just not good. Yeah, this part, I remember this. One of the situations where people had creative power now have too much creative control. Yeah, the George Lucas Kojima let go of it problem. You're a genius, we're not going to question you. Is that why Sakaguchi left? What did he have to do with the merger? Like, I know the timing was right then. I think Final Fantasy X still says Squaresoft if you have the original PS2 copy. After that, it's Square Enix. Well, part of it was that Sakaguchi was completely behind Spirits Within, and that was what almost bankrupted Square and required Enix to come bail them out, right? Right. And then the movie was a complete flop. $120 million? Oh my god. I've never seen the movie.
You can handle this many?
I started it one time and saw a Pepsi logo and got grossed out.
More shows up.
Then that'll have to be the one I take.
I'll almost stop the merger. They were planning to do it anyway?
We're fighting too.
Interesting. It's pretty wild visually for the time, right?
Sephiroth!
I understand that you've been looking for me.
Yeah. Once I get rid of you, the darkness will go away.
Can you do it? That darkness comes from your own dark memories. Do you think you can erase your past?
Shut up!
Face it.
Alright, so he's not literally the
You think
darkness.
the light will beat the darkness? No, I think the darkness will beat the light.
Jesus Christ.
You don't know me!
Cloud!
I know. Because I am you.
Was he working on Final Fantasy X and Spirits Within, like, coterminously?
Wait! Huh?
Man, imagine the alternate reality where Sakaguchi never made Spirits Within, didn't occur to him to try, or the reality where it was a financial success, and he stayed on with Square. Like, what would be different? Lost Odyssey was good.
Leon, everybody,
It's fine.
hang in there.
Didn't beat it yet, but got pretty far. Blue Dragon was fine. Blue Dragon was Sakaguchi makes a Dragon Quest game. Had a bitchin' soundtrack. I never played Last Story, but I heard it was fine. Yeah.
Okay, fellas, you've got to go find Riku and Kairi.
But Leon and the others are friends too.
Don't worry, there's already lots of help here. We'll take care of this fight.
But I promised Leon.
Donald, Goofy, take Sora and get going.
Shit, they said it in the wrong order. Oh, it made sense that time.
Kairi, give me a little time, okay?
Your Majesty!
We understand. We'll go search for Riku and Kairi.
Right. Watch for danger.
You be careful too.
Wait, you guys.
Pay attention, Sora.
Sora, do as you're told.
You're coming with us whether you want to or not.
Come on, Sora. You gotta be good.
Gotcha.
Well then, skedaddle.
So what's the motivation here? I don't understand.
Let's go.
He doesn't want to go for Riku and Kairi because he promised to help Squall, and Squall's gonna die if he doesn't. So he's gonna abandon Riku and Kairi for the
Your
moment.
Majesty.
Hope you can forgive us.
Uh-oh. Hopefully we make it to the end of the hour. Go get an extension cord if I need to. I think it's dropping constantly. Alright, I'll go try to get it while this cutscene is happening. Another? What are these passwords? I should have watched this. I don't remember this. It's probably important. Yes, Marty. So hungry. Oh no, Aki. I got one of these super cheap ones with a weird wrap on it from Amazon. It was like $11 or something. Like, I don't really care what it looks like. I just want it to work. I was having weird input issues with my launch controllers. I just wish I could get one that used AA batteries. Because once the battery starts to give out, it's dead-zo forever. Sort of been a great scene to go get a cable. I didn't know it was mostly this mysterious organization guy walking slowly. Watch him walk all the way down. It's like the Family Guy joke. Okay, where he goes, ah, like they can't. He's not gonna keep going, are they? There's no way. I should have gotten the controller. Maybe it's important though. King Zora. Quank. Quank.
Master
Quank.
Ansem, regarding the experiment I presented the other day, with your permission, I'd like to proceed.
I forbid it. Forget this talk of doors and the heart of all worlds. That
Can't
place
believe they
must not be defiled.
They got fucking Christopher Lee to read this shit.
I've been thinking.
They are
And I
not
guess he
not.
made.
Those thoughts are best forgotten.
You got him to say Xehanort. He's a fucking legend. I guess he was in, like, you know, really shitty Hammer horror movies, but. I really endorse Xbox One controllers for PC use. I really like the D-pad and the triggers and the buttons size. Xehanort.
It has been far too long, friend.
Okay. Is that a Final Mix thing? Armor guy with a key? Weird. The super long... That's why I didn't get up to go get the charger, because I'm like, I don't recognize this.
Zaxian! Zaxian!
Right here. What is it?
Where is Lord Xemnas?
His usual spot?
The Chamber of Repose?
Yes. Go and see for yourself.
That isn't funny!
High cheekbones.
I suppose I have no choice but to wait. But the clock is ticking. Time is running out. What to do? Why is he never around when I need him? It's almost as if he knows I'm looking for him.
You know, I don't like that place either. What about you, Zexion? What do you think?
I think eavesdropping is intrusive. Why are you even here? You and Zaldin were tasked to recruit new members. Have you forgotten, or were you procrastinating?
As if. I'm doing my job. I'll have you know, I found one just yesterday. Mar something. That puts the organization's count at 11. And since I've been working so hard, I had Lexius take my place for the day. I want to rest up for tomorrow, so I can wake up feeling nice and refreshed.
Is that so? Well then, I will leave you to it. I have work to catch up on. Good day.
Oh, don't be like that. Come on, stay and talk.
Are there any Organization 13 members that are
Xemnas' secret?
as well characterized as Axel? Because Axel's the only one that has really stuck out for me at all.
How was it? When a bunch of warriors wielding key-shaped swords appeared and unleashed a spectacular battle.
This has to be Final Mix.
And when it was all over,
this is all the secret
all that was
cutscene
left
at the
was
end
a
of this
man
game.
lying unconscious without his memories. Xemnas.
Turns into Birth by Sleep or
I
something.
mean, Xehanort was found by Ansem right around then, wasn't he?
Your point?
The Chamber of Repose. If you recall, that's where we spent our time researching the
As you
darkness
do.
that resides within people's hearts. It's a graveyard that was sealed by order of
Hierarchy.
Ansem the Wise. The first thing Xemnas did once he got rid of him was to undo the seal and build a room in the back. Ever since then, he holds himself up in that room when he can, and he talks to someone.
Yeah, so if you were playing this for the first time, you'd be really confused
For
by
all I
this.
know, he's the only one in that room.
Need I repeat myself about eavesdropping?
Right, sir.
Not eavesdropping. Couldn't hear what they were saying. Dying to find out what it was, though. You wouldn't know anything about it, would you?
I know I would very much like to focus on my own duties. As you should with yours. For we need to prepare the new facility immediately. But there are only 11 of us in the organization. We're going to need a few more hands on deck.
What new facility? Oh, you mean Castle Oblivion. What does Xemnas plan on doing with that place, anyway?
He already shared his intentions with us.
But did you know there's something he didn't share?
Rogues, yeah.
The Chamber of Repose is part of a pair. The Chamber of Waking is the other. Another graveyard, if you want to call it that. It was constructed by someone other than Xemnas himself.
I don't know what any of this means, to be honest. If someone wants to... Maybe I'm not supposed to, because I'm supposed to have played Birth by Sleep.
Friend.
I'm straining. Okay, so some knight armor person with the key sword knows... Okay. Well, I'll ask about it again when we do Birth by Sleep. Chain of Memories is that the Chamber of Repose where Sora was like in a tank for a couple years to get aged forward? In play Metal Gear Solid 8. That was a flashback? Why'd they put it right there? Okay, I gotta go get a remote control. I'll be right back. My God, Marty, you are not a graceful kitty. I just beg you not to climb on shit. Beg you. Has no style. He has no grace. This Marty has a funny face. Meowing in the back. You know it's Marty. Starving kitty's hungry. He wants to eat. Ben is hungry too. He's gonna kill me. Because he wants to eat. Weird placement. Interesting. Yeah, it's like, maybe you shouldn't play Final Mix if you've never played Kingdom Hearts 2 before. I mean, I have played Kingdom Hearts 2 before, and I still had no idea what any of that was. So the dude whose face we didn't see was also dead? Just recognizing him from his voice or his role?
Hey, you guys are looking lively.
Didn't we catch you messing around in the underworld?
The bard guy,
How'd
I
a wimp
think?
like you get into Organization 13?
6.
I bet you can't even fight.
Yeah, but we can.
You shouldn't judge anyone by appearance.
Oh, I told them they were sending the wrong guy. Who is this kook?
Remember, the organization's made up of nobodies.
Right. No hearts.
Oh, we do too have hearts. Don't be mad.
You can't trick us.
This is Demix?
Silence, traitor.
He changed personality.
Dance, water, dance! Take this! This is it! This is it! Oh, this is it! Yeah, it's over!
So I'm not super clear what's happening in this minigame.
Yeah, oh, it's over!
I think when I pick up one of the water music notes, I swing it around. And I hit all the other notes. Oh, I got to be Heartless instead. There's just a chance that happens whenever you form. Oh shit, that's not good. I can't do the reaction command when I'm in this form, and I can't revert out of it. That blows. Such a weird game over condition.
Yeah.
Woof.
Dance, water, dance! Take this! It's over! Back off! Yeah, take this! Yeah, take this! Yeah, it's over! Yeah, Gather! Water!
That's weird. There's a lot of obfuscated mechanics in this game. Like, how does Mickey filling in to help you work? That's like kind of sort of secret, right? You lose your allies when you turn into Heartless Sora too, right?
Take this! Come on, keep to the beat! Got it now! Like it?
No, I don't. I can't hit you. You keep doing that. Thank you, Donald. You're really doing your job over there. Not wasting your MP. Appreciate it. How does Mickey work? Armor slot. Blizzard element. There's a chance to show up during certain battles if you die. Well, I mean, it's secret in the sense that, like, it could just kind of happen in the game. Like, there's not like a tutorial sequence where you're guaranteed to die and you're forced to play as Mickey to understand, okay, this can happen sometimes. I think I played through it the entire first playthrough back on the PS2 and never saw it happen. Hey, he's dead? Question mark? Decreases each time he saves
Anyone
you.
from the organization who'd like to be next?
Hey, Sarah. Gonna antagonize him.
Yeah, we gotta go help our friends out first.
Oh,
Then you can antagonize
sorry.
him.
Then let's go.
Aha! There you are.
Oh, there's only like 10 where he can show up. I see. Pissed off Mickey.
You sure have lots of friends to help. So, I guess we better all pull together and finish this battle for good.
Yes, Your Majesty! Look out!
Oh, this scene. The death of Goofy.
Goofy!
Man, if they had actually gone through with it, that would have been dope.
No.
Actually fucking killed Goofy.
You're the kid's captain. You gotta get up.
I don't know
Come on,
who
wake
you'd
up.
play as
I'm
instead.
sorry about the ice cream.
Goofy?
Goofy.
This is not happening. It can't be happening.
Introducing Max.
They'll pay for this.
He just has a headache. You guys are abandoning him. I don't know, it's like a door or something? Wake me up! Oh, I see, it does look like his original form. It's cool. This might delay stream. I need to pull up Chrome anyway. I don't have my lap out today. Don't poop yourself, OBS, from me opening Chrome. That's awesome, sir. I haven't seen that before.
Help out.
I do like teaming up with the Final Fantasy characters for this sequence. It's pretty neat.
Back off! Yeah!
Go!
This is probably the, at least in my opinion, the coolest sequence in this game. chance. Sora's going all Super Saiyan because of the death of Goofy. I guess they get some value out of the attack animations that they presumably use for the... I think that you fight all of them in the Coliseum. Yeah. I like the Sephiroth fight in this one. I think it was easier than Kingdom Hearts 1, but... I see what you mean about that being kind of a pain to trigger the finisher. If I recall correctly, Kingdom Hearts 2 was like, as long as you could delay long enough to get MP charge done so you could get your cure back, then he was fine. He didn't have any Sin Harvest style one-shots. Or whatever he actually says. He doesn't actually say Sin Harvest.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, but...
Oh, Goofy.
Hey, fellas!
And then he's fine.
Goofy!
You know, that really hurt.
Aw, Goofy.
Of course, Your Majesty. I get bumped on the head all the time.
They were clearly willing to almost do it, right?
Oh, wow, whoa, whoa, whoa! That hurt too!
Don't you ever do that again!
I know, right? Heartless nobody Goofy. Go fox away or something? Wait, we already have the cure element. What's different? Vicinity break. Once more sounds good. Yeah, but like, it already heals me to full and uses all my mana. So like, what? How much better could it possibly be, is my question. I got how it worked in Kingdom Hearts 1. Like the HP recovered was variable and the mana cost was different. This is near or actually where the Sephiroth fight is? Oh, does casting cure target allies anyway? I guess I didn't know that. I see, I guess it's effectively been a full heal every time I've used it, but maybe it's because I have a high magic stat or something.
What's with them?
This part.
Hey!
It's the guy who's got Ansem.
You mean it's his nobody?
The leader of Organization 13.
Who's like...
Wait a minute.
Xehanort?
Now I know. Wise Ansem, I'm here to seek your advice.
Sea salt ice cream.
I'm glad we have the opportunity to speak like this, my friend. I'm intrigued by your hypothesis, and I'm finding it difficult to stave off the urge to test it. Still, I'm concerned about the stability of the worlds.
Yup. That's what worries me too.
The
Mickey Mouse is
doors
talking to
that appeared,
Saruman.
The place the heartless seek. I fear my research may have brought this upon us.
Master Ansem, regarding the experiment I presented the other day, with your permission, I'd like to proceed.
I forbid it! Forget this talk of doors and the heart of all worlds. That place must not be defiled.
But Master Ansem, I've been thinking...
God, he's so not Billy Zane. Ugh.
They are not. Those thoughts are best forgotten.
I know, right, Scarf? Billy Zane was so good. He's got a baby face. His name is just Xehanort. It's already got the X. The whole voice acting
Now I remember. Xehanort.
changes in this game are sad.
The leader of Organization 13 is Xehanort's nobody.
Let's go.
So he's got an extra X in there? Is he Xehanort?
Move it.
He got what Xehanort put away.
Right.
Thanks, Donald. Play that in-game song from Crisis Core, which I think was the same technology as this scene. Oh shit, I wish I could do wisdom form here, right? Yeah, so I believe the tech is most of the enemies that you see are not real entities. They're like a texture that as you get closer to it, some of them turn into enemies. But they did a really good job of making it look practically seamless. Like there's not like a low poly version of them in the background. Yeah, and then if you grab one of those laser guys, I think it actually does remove part of the texture in the background. It's very clever. Remember, it was around the PS2 era that I started to become a little bit more aware of technical limitations in games, so I was actually impressed by this. Yeah. I think it's the fact that it's so seamless that makes it so impressive. It's kind of hard to see the matrix and tell when something is going from texture to enemy. I think the UI elements up with that, like the little XP pop-ups when you kill something, even though you're probably not actually killing anything, it's just acknowledging that you're targeting stuff towards the texture in the background. Alright, we gotta get power up on the limit form. It's good. It'd be cool if you could force this to occur again. This is like the area you want to be in to try to build up this limit form, I think. You're always guaranteed to be able to finish. It's too bad you can't repeat this sequence in like a minigame. You feel like this would be the kind of thing they'd be proud enough of that they'd want you to be able to access it again. I need a minimum of 4 to do this form, maybe? I should be trying to do this as like slowly as possible to try to maximize my limit form gains. Hey, dodge roll level 2. Now I can probably do master form. What's the special ability you get from master form for leveling it up? I kind of like the whole drive XP concept because otherwise I would probably never use drive. I'd be in that whole, oh, I gotta save it. Master form's double jump. Oh shit, that's pretty important. That's such a weird way to gate it though, instead of from story progress. You get it at level 3 probably? Just place the growing master form. Okay. It's cool that the texture starts to fade the closer you get to the 1,000 Heartless too. Helps with the illusion that you're actually fighting all of these. Like you get so focused on doing a combo, you don't really notice what's going on. It probably has to do with stuff rendering when you are and aren't looking at it. Usually some trickery you can do with that. It's the last one. Nice. Such a cool sequence. Meow.
Where's the king? Come on!
Ooh, Jim Jam, it's Xehanort's nobody who goes by Zemnis, even though his name isn't Ansem.
Xehanort!
How long has it been since I abandoned that name?
Out with it, nobody! Where's Kairi? Where's Riku?
I know nothing of any Kairi. As for Riku, perhaps you
Xehanort
should
sounds
ask your
cooler
king.
in Japanese. The line you didn't want to cross. Right?
He's gone.
Sucks because Ansem was actually a cool name for a villain.
What's going on?
Way to fall right into their trap. Come on, it's a setup by Organization 13. Zemnis is using you to destroy the Heartless. That's his big master plan.
Is that what it is? Oh, alright. Still silly.
Xemnas.
Organization 13 wants to get rid of the Heartless?
So maybe he's the reason why they all have that naming pattern when they're nobodies?
Every Heartless slain with that Keyblade releases a captive heart.
That has to be intentional.
That is what the organization
I've never thought about that. I was like, where did they come up with that name for the main villain?
I'm not telling.
You're the one who kidnapped Kairi.
So another. Yeah, I guess we saw
Got it
somebody
memorized.
write another on
Where
the
is Kairi?
computer scene they added for Final Mix a second ago, right?
Please, just tell me.
Look, about Kyrie, I'm sorry.
Axel.
If you wanted to do another or no heart, is there a better way to arrange the letters so that it doesn't have the Orta sound in there?
Punishment.
I don't care about any of that. Just let me into the realm of darkness, okay?
If it's Kyrie you're worried about, don't. We're taking very good care of her.
Take me to her.
Is that important to you?
Yeah, more than anything.
Show me how important.
Sorry, I don't know why that's so funny. Hextron.
Please.
So, you really do care for her?
That's so much better.
The answer's no.
Especially they did like E Honda, they had the period.
You rotten!
Are you angry? Do you hate me? Then take that rage and direct it at the Heartless.
Edward Hextron.
Pitiful Heartless, mindlessly collecting hearts. And yet, they know not the true power of what they hold. The rage of the Keyblade releases those hearts. They gather in darkness, masterless and free, until they weave together to make Kingdom Hearts. And when that time comes, we can truly, finally exist.
What?
What in the world do you think you're prattling on about?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Maleficent. Oh, that's not what she meant by prattling on.
The heart of all kingdoms. The heart of all that lives. A dominion fit to be called Kingdom Hearts must be my dominion.
Is it the heart of all kingdoms, or is it the kingdom of all hearts?
Heartless. I do not take orders from you.
Fool.
It's the drop of all dream distances.
Oh no!
Do you think she's about to, like, be my ally for a second? I know, right, Yukipo?
While I keep these creatures at bay, you devise a way to vanquish them forever.
Maleficent.
Do not misunderstand me. I shall have my revenge on you yet.
Maleficent!
Leave now.
I don't take orders from you.
So we established the Kingdom Hearts is either darkness and or light.
What about...
I don't know, it's like a door?
Now then, where did we leave off?
Well, that would have been cool if we managed to get away.
Huh?
Heart, kingdom, and or door.
Which side are you guys on, anyway?
The Heartless ally with whoever's the strongest.
So I think there's supposed to be an emotional feeling that, like, Sora is in danger. Like, this sequence is particularly scary. There's supposed to be a feeling of peril. The whole thing with, like, Mickey trying to stop you from saving your friends.
No.
But up to this point, they've kind of presented the Heartless as useless. And the Final Fantasy characters and Sora, Donald, and Goofy as being, like, super
Maybe
powered.
everything we've done. Maybe it was all for nothing.
So I don't know how they could have done that differently to, like, really...
What am I supposed to do if I
I think
can't
it's a
use the
ludonarrative
Keyblade?
dissonance problem, right? Like, everything in the game seems to suggest that we're badasses, and this is nothing to us. It's not a Nomura problem, because he does the exact same thing in the end of Crisis Core, and in Crisis Core it totally works. Yeah, right. I just murdered 1,000 of them. Secret Ansem report. Now that we know that Ansem's not a bad guy. I think this game came out before Crisis Core, so maybe he figured out the right way to do it after that.
Sora! Donald!
It helps that you act, I mean,
Relax.
spoilers for Crisis Core
Most
in
of
Final
them
Fantasy
aren't
7,
going
but
down that easily.
you actually lose at the end of it.
The Keyblade's chosen one. He's a lucky kid.
Maybe that would have been the right way to do it. Would have been to make it so that the 1,000 Heartless sequence was like a constantly ramping difficulty to a point where it simply became impossible. And then once you died, it triggered a scene that was like, you're getting overwhelmed. Sure. I might try to save at the next opportunity. There's been a big sequence of cutscenes here. Wrap there.
Sora knows the truth now.
Does he, though?
The more Heartless that he defeats, the closer he is to becoming our perfect puppet. This new knowledge will make him that much harder to control.
What does it matter, really? Whatever his circumstances, Sora has never been able to help himself from saving people from the Heartless. It's what his pure little heart wants.
There. The dice have been cast. Things are in motion. He can't stop this.
Nothing is set in stone. If the dice aren't in your favor, you will share Demyx's fate.
The fun is in not knowing, isn't it? What is the point of betting on something if you already know the outcome?
This is around when I started to be like, oh, I get it.
sure that defeating
Organization
him won't
13 is
derail
supposed
the
to represent all of the
organization's
classes from Final Fantasy. Oh, wait, no.
He is to die
There's
so
not a red-headed
easily.
chakra man.
He is of no use to us.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. It's not in my nature to hold back.
And just to be clear, Organization 13 is nobody special, right? They're just random nobodies that happen to be, like, stronger-willed than other nobodies. I guess other than Xehanort, it's important and special. They're like randos who got their hearts taken. They're not, like,
I
from...
guess sometimes help comes from unexpected
They get expanded in other games, okay.
Sure does.
I could see if there was, like, a world. I mean, they already seem to suggest that everybody that's not Disney or is Final Fantasy comes from Hollow Bastion world.
Maybe everything we've done, maybe it was all for nothing. What am I supposed to do if I can't use the Keyblade?
Imbeciles! You can't be trusted to do anything.
Huh?
Thanks, Maleficent. Good looking out. Meow. Meow. Hey, Ben.
What's this place?
It must be the realm of darkness.
Hey, we finally got to the realm of
Riku!
darkness. A really good question.
What is that?
Are you sure you want to open that? Gorge! It's the gang from Twilight Town. There's Hayner, Pence, Olette, and,
Roxas.
Yodorama.
No. The name just popped into my head. This is Roxas.
Are you sure you want to eat That?
Salty? No, sweet.
Alright. Sea salt ice cream, and then some of these are secretly things we have to seal. Thanks, guy in the realm of darkness. Who might be Riku? But he's in, like, Ansem's body? Dude. Video games.
Not yet. I gotta look for Kyrie.
Ice cream. Ice cream found inside the box. So that's the only evidence of Roxas's existence, I guess, is the significance of that.
A photo and some ice cream. Wonder if there's some sort of clue. And who would have left them for us anyway?
Good question, Goofy. I'm surprised they voiced that.
You think?
Just this feeling I got.
Yeah! Well, almost there.
Hey, what if the Heartless are back again? I can't use the Keyblade. That would only help the organization.
But Sora, I think you have to use it. If we don't fight them, the Heartless will keep on hurting folks.
Okay. Alright, it's a good stopping point. Thanks, everybody. Let you guys know what's coming up for the rest of this week. Got 2 levels there, very nice.